my 20s on you.
Have you ever looked back on a past relationship and thought, wow, I really spent so much time on that person? Well, that's exactly what Giveon is talking about in his song Twenties. In this track, he reflects on a love that lasted years but ultimately didn't work out. He shares his regrets, lessons, and emotions in a way that many of us can relate to. Hi, I'm BMRJR. Let's break it down together. How was I supposed to know this is how it's gonna go? This line captures the feeling many of us have had when we start something with high hopes only to be disappointed. Whether it's love, a friendship, or a career choice, we don't always see the end coming. Thought that if I put you first enough, we would last for sure. He believed that prioritizing his partner would make the relationship work. But love isn't just about effort, it has to be mutual. This is a lesson many people learn the hard way. No matter how much love you give, if the other person isn't on the same page, it won't last. Remember our first kiss was in a rental car. Now I kinda wish it was a hit and run. This is a mix of nostalgia and regret. A rental car represents something temporary, just like their relationship turned out to be. And now, instead of cherishing the memory, he wishes it had ended quickly, like a hit and run. Crazy I let you go this far, but I was just young and dumb. Looking back, he sees that he ignored red flags. When you're young, you often believe love will fix everything, but sometimes love isn't enough. 6 years gone down the drain. I guess I'm half to blame. He's realizing that 6 years of his life were spent on something that didn't last. But instead of blaming just the other person, he takes some responsibility. In relationships, it's easy to point fingers, but growth comes from acknowledging our own mistakes too. I didn't know I'd be wasting my time. This hits hard. No one enters a relationship thinking it's a waste. But when things end, you can't help but wonder, was it all for nothing? Spending my 20s on you. Your 20s are a time of growth, self discovery, and new experiences. But instead of focusing on himself, he spent those years on someone else. A lot of people in long relationships feel this, like they missed out on exploring life for the sake of love. I poured my heart in it. Don't get me started. He gave everything he had emotionally, and now, talking about it is painful. It's that feeling when you put so much effort into something only to realize it didn't pay off. Spend my time wondering why I spent my 20s on you. Regret is a powerful emotion. He's looking back and asking himself if it was worth it. But the truth is, even if something doesn't last, it still teaches us valuable lessons. Thought I was learning myself. I was just learning you. This is one of the most powerful lines. Instead of growing as an individual, he was focused on understanding his partner. This is common in young relationships. Sometimes we become so wrapped up in someone else that we lose sight of who we are. Is anything black and white when you're barely 22? At 22, life is confusing. There are no clear answers, no easy choices. Love, careers, and life in general are full of uncertainty. Hold on to you like a shirt to a sweater. Hung onto you because I didn't know better. He held on to the relationship because he thought it was the right thing to do. When you're young, you don't always realize when it's time to let go. I just felt like time was running out. I could tell the ship was going down. This line shows that, deep down, he knew the relationship was ending. But sometimes, we stay because we're afraid of starting over.